morning, good afternoon, and good evening, appetizing acquaintances. Hello. Welcome to Gothic Brunch. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm here with my friends as we continue to explore the dark world of Krevborna. We are short one player today because the pun bard has to deal with more important things like taking care of his sick family. So our thoughts are with you, buddy. But certainly, family and real life in general is more important. So we will be here for you when you get back. Yes. Let us, however, introduce very quickly the players and characters that are still with us today. And that will start with, let's break it up a little bit. And let's start with Matthew. I did that on
Hi.
purpose.
Yeah, I know. God damn it. I'm Matthew Foreman. I am the Matthew Foreman experience.
Yes, yes, you are. You are a
I'm.
whole experience, brother.
That's right. I'm playing Delilah, the grave cleric, and maybe formerly witch, maybe still a
I
witch.
don't think it's may. I think at least the first part is no longer still a maybe. The second part is
Yeah.
maybe still a witch, but definitely was. All right. Val.
Hey, that's me. You can find me at Matthew W. Foreman. I'm the Matthew.
Yeah, he
I'm a
did leave off the
tabletop
hey, that's
content
me part.
creator. We're all Matthew Foreman.
We're all Matthew Foreman today.
Hi, everybody. I'm Val. I'm the nerdy niffler in my disguise as not Matthew Foreman. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Ambrosia, who uses they, them pronouns, and just found out they had a Thunder Zaddy as a patron, who knows? We're exploring that.
Yeah, I don't think he was very specific about what the actual relationship was.
No, he is Zaddy until further notice.
Zaddy. That's so great. Hey, Emma, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Hey, that's me. All right. I am Emma. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. Today, I am playing Annabelle, the werewolf ancestral barbarian who also uses she, her pronouns and isn't nervous about anything at all.
Why would she be?
I mean, I have no, I don't, it's not, I'm sure it doesn't have anything to do with the moon cycle or anything. No.
What? Moons have an effect on werewolves? That's
What?
preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
Preposterous.
Yes. So, we are doing a very minor, tiny little retcon, just so everybody is in the chat is aware. Since Quint is absent on stream today, Delilah had been accompanying him to his shop. We're going to say that Delilah broke off from that and went to the library where Annabelle and Ambrosia were headed. And we will talk later about the whole shop thing. Um, it's all fine. It's all good. It's all just, taking care of our friend. Um, so, in the meantime, perhaps you four would like to tell us what it is you're doing at the library. What do you seek?
Books on Vorsh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You seek what?
books on Vorsh.
Books on Vorsh.
Oh, I thought you said books on borscht.
I mean,
Books
I
on Vorsh.
I was like,
guarantee.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what are
Cook,
results
cook some
dramatic?
Russian soup.
I can
Yes.
guarantee they have lots of books on borscht if that's what you're into.
Can we become cooking mama? Can we just go off on a tangent and have a cooking segment?
No. I would like to not do that.
And I'm going to be looking for I would like to research the lake.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually interested in. Well,
Oh,
I'm coming along because I saw that Ambrosia was leaving, and I wanted to join them in whatever they were doing. I probably would do some research, not only just on the lake, but also the history of like just the town in general.
the history of the town. Suddenly you've become civic minded.
Well,
That may be overstating it.
yeah, that's a little bit of an overstatement.
Yeah, I mean, you had the lake expose our darkest secrets last episode, so we've piqued a curiosity.
Except for me, they were just all y'all's darkest secrets.
I would
Mine.
say only one of you had darkest secrets exposed by the lake.
All right, well, that's my reason.
That's fair enough.
And I just think it's concerning that it exposed Delilah's secrets.
Are you afraid that it might expose someone else's secrets, Annabelle?
What? I don't know what. What?
That's fair. No, I get it. I get it.
I'm just gonna keep stuffing my face so I don't have to talk about it.
All right. Sorry, I've also been doing tech stuff while we're talking because
That's
that's how we roll when you roll with Zoom, apparently. Because it likes to move stuff around. Anyways, yes, Max, Darkest Secrets Exposed by the Lake is his new black metal band name, and I endorse this 100%. Very well. Well, you get to the library. Well, you know what? Let us get a little bit of ambiance going, shall we? Does that make sense? Everybody like that? I know Matt likes that. Matt always says that he likes that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm finishing up a thing. Okay. Now we're good. Now we're going to do a quick little. There we go. There we go. And yes, Quint's portrait is from a game, and many of you can probably probably recognize that. I would thank you for telling me I'm peaking a little bit. I will see if I can fix that. Tell me if it's better. If it's not, I'll keep working on it. Very good. Yeah, a little bit of music. How about good old fashioned? Thanks to Tabletop Audio for audio here. All hail the progress class. Hey, Grant Ellis. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. The music hopefully is not too loud. It's a little bit loud on my end. I'm going to turn it down a little bit so at least I can hear. You get to the gates of Creed Hall University, which, as we previously determined, has a large wrought iron fence around it and Gothic architecture. There's an archway. There are guards. The guards let you into the university this time because you've been recognized as having previously visited Dr. Patrick Wolfstan, the dean of the university. The library, however, does not admit you, as it is reserved for students and scholars. What do you do?
I just start the killing.
What?
It's murder o'clock.
It's time. I would like to rage. No.
I would say to them, Dean Podrick, we are on business with Dean Podrick von Wolfenstein. Did I get his name right?
Von Wolfenstein is now his new name.
we're really.
I literally just said his name.
Wolf. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's me. Podrick Wolfstan. Thank you.
Do
Researching.
you have a letter?
I don't think we do. No, but I mean, do you really want me to go bother the dean of Delilah? No, but I'm sure you can quickly check. A simple verbal allowance would suffice.
A simple verbal allowance?
Yes, just have someone check with the dean. Tell him Delilah Barrel Hunt needs access to the library.
I forgot that her name is Barrel Haunt. Very
On the
well.
nose.
We will send a runner, and they get a young slip of a girl. Looks to be about 11 years old. They instruct her to run off to the dean and validate whether or not you're permitted. While she's off running doing that, what are the three of you doing or talking about? Oh yes, it's time for Matthew to break his. Ow, that was loud, Matt.
Sorry.
He is breaking his fast because it is Gothic brunch.
I think he was getting his dice.
I was getting my dice.
Oh my gosh.
In classic Matthew form.
They're not always in
it's
arm's
about,
reach.
No, it's about 17 minutes into the stream. This is the time.
Yeah. Oh, now we need the dice.
Sometimes there's an exclamation of, "Oh, dice!"
Yep.
And then he runs off.
I mean, worst case, we're at roll 20, but there's nothing like physical dice. So, what do you do while you are waiting outside the library? You just stand there looking at each other like this?
Yeah. Can we stand there looking at this person trying to intimidate them?
So the person is an older middle-aged woman with spectacles. Just a little bit of hair on the upper lip. You can stand there all day, but we're gonna wait until we get permission. All right, boys and girls. Sorry, I'm channeling my son's Matthew. After about 10 minutes, the girl comes back with 2 notes. She hands one to Delilah, and she hands one to the librarian. The librarian unfolds her note. Very well, you may proceed. And permit you into the library.
Thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Really. Don't mention it. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I will hobble into the library.
Hobble. Hobble. Delilah hobbles. Very good.
As I walk past the librarian, I'm not going to actually touch her nose, but I'm going to boop, and then keep going.
Is everything all right, Emma?
Oh yeah, I've been there. I love that place. That's all.
Really?
Yes. That's in case anyone is curious, that's actually from Dublin, Ireland. It is where the Book of Kells is held.
Also a fantastic movie. The movie based on the book is good.
Sorry, everyone.
It is though. Yeah, it's also what was used for the Jedi Library in the prequels in Star Wars.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah. If you go back and watch, you'll be like, oh, I recognize it. Especially
Wow.
you. So, you are here to do some research. Delilah, do you wish to look at your note?
Yes, now that I'm inside the library, I will look at my note.
It says, as agreed, 1 favor repaid.
Fine.
Dang it.
It's good enough for me. I will then go seek out books relating to the lake.
To the lake.
Is it a man-made lake? Is it natural?
Can you give me an investigation check if you don't mind?
Ooh. I'm so good at this. I will cast guidance on myself like a true power gamer.
You do what you got to do.
Oh, where's my red D4? I lost a D4, folks. I'm just now realizing it. Damn, pour one out.
No, because I like my drink.
Oh, it's over here. 16, 18, 19 total.
Very good. It is a natural lake. It is not a man-made lake.
Okay.
It is a lake whose there are legends, perhaps reinforced by recent experiences, that on moonlit nights the surface can turn mirror-like And as it does, it reveals for many people horrific deeds committed by past generations and monstrous omens of things to come. Occasionally, those who glean particular visions, especially those that might not be related to their own past, or perhaps not even, they're not sure if it's their own future, um, go off into the moors around the city and around the lake to discover more about their visions. As the mist off the lake rolls onto the moors, and they believe that the water may have um, magical properties. It is also said, with your 19, I'll turn down the music a little bit more, it's loud in my ears, um, that researchers from time to time believe that tried to use the lake water in their own scientific experiments, believing it may have various properties assisting in whatever forms of magical or alchemical or other research they might be carrying out. Is that sort of what you're looking for? You're looking for other things?
I guess then I would look for the most notable experiment used with the lake.
Aha!
Or
Yes.
rather, the most catastrophic.
Most catastrophic experiment carried out on the lake? Yeah, give me another investigation roll while I
Okay.
think about that.
Oh, it's cocked. Get fucked. Nothing. A natural one, so 5.
The researchers and experimenters don't like to publicly catalog their results, especially those that are catastrophic.
Mm-hmm.
For that, you might need to talk to specific researchers. Ambrosia, we came here for you to recognize borscht. Trying to research borscht. Is that right? Do I have that borscht? Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I'm looking for.
Looking for? Well, there's a cafeteria, but it's not inside the library because you can't bring food and drink in the library,
No.
obviously. Anyway,
What kind of
in all
society
seriousness,
do we live in?
you were, as I recall, researching Vorsh, whom you believe to be some sort of fey being. Could you give me an investigation check?
I can definitely try. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, and I have proficiency. Okay, 21.
21. Wonderful. So, there are a few things. First of all, Vorsh is known as the Tempest Prince. Um, Usually identified as a male, though as a fae, those words have gender has less meaning. Um, he is often depicted as a puckish sprite wearing a raiment of dark clouds, and it is said that he emboldens mortals to give in to their destructive and impetuous impulses. Perhaps some of that sounds familiar to you.
A little bit.
A
Little bit.
There's more, however. With your 21. Um, so, first of all, starting from the basic things that either you would already know or are easily found during your research. Those within Krevborna who bear the marks of uh, the Fae, as if perhaps descendants of the Fae, or bear the marks of their ancestry, such as pointed ears, crooked bodies, unnaturally red hair, are known as Pomanish. This is a word you might have heard because probably at some point someone probably called you Pomanish, probably in their mind as sort of an insult, but apparently accurate in the sense that you have clearly Fey ancestry, at least, perhaps more than just ancestry. But there are, well, it just resonated with you. You're like, wait, based on the things that he said, that your little sprite in your jacket, who's kind of quiet right now, has told you that is the case. And then it is known that there are people throughout Krevborna, particularly in the Silent Forest and in the Nakmar Mountains and in the town of Hemlock, who worship the Fae, but they are regarded in the same way that the church regards those who worship demons or devils, as pagans and heretics.
Clearly, I am in the wrong town. I'm going to move to the people who worship Fae.
I am your queen. Anyway.
You best believe I'm entering like that. She's like, I am your ruler now.
Very good. Let's see. What else? Whoops, you drink all your coffee? That's a shame.
Oh.
In Hemlock, it is said, actually, to your point, that the Fey folk must be offered tribute, lest unfortunate occurrences befall them. The Fae are often connected to witches. There are witches who cavort with the Fae. There are different types of witches, to be sure. As we know, right, Delilah Barrowhunt? Um, However, you got a 21, so you're going to get some of the extra bonus material. Um, the Fae are said to have a homeland. It is uncertain whether or not this homeland is really in this world or not. Perhaps it is its own world. It's hard to say. There are different accounts about Ardenwald, a land of forests and gardens. Two more things, legends that you've heard or read of, I suppose. Um, the Keepers of the Flame are Fey maidens who tend to the sacred bonfires that supposedly are the source of birth, rebirth, and immortality for the Fae. And then finally, oh, the Rawbones. The Rawbones are Fey creatures who are drawn to places where lies flow like vinter's wine.
Oh. All I do is lie.
But they're usually used in stories to children as the Rawbone's gonna get you if you lie too much, if you're not telling the truth. So they're said to hide in cupboards and closets and tiny spaces like that. Um, and so occasionally, someone who lies too much, especially a child who's lied too much, is called a Rawbones.
Oh, I definitely got called that as a child.
But Vorsh is tied to all. He is as a Fae tied to all these things. So yeah, while in Creed Hall, of course, the prevailing culture is somewhat more secular than the rest of the land. The church does not necessarily rule here as it does in cities like Pescaro and Chancel. And certainly they don't believe in such outlandish superstitions as Fae and demons and devils. But there are places not terribly far from here where that does not hold true.
Good to note for if we ever go on the road.
What? You? You all go on the road? No.
Road trip!
So let me pop up on the screen real quick. You all see it yourselves. The map of Krevborna. I just want to show some things to the
Oh,
folks.
cool.
So yeah, so you are down here in Creed Hall on the northeast shore of Loch Ribbon. Hemlock is in the forest to the north of you. You have seen this before, but now that you have spent a little bit of time in the game, perhaps this gives you have a little more context to understand what you're looking at. Um, Lamashtu is a cold northern realm where you don't want to go there. It's rumored that it's ruled by vampires. Um, the Silent Forest is a terrible, terrible place that people do not like to go at all. It is very, I mean, with a name like that, you know there is some bad stuff that happens. Um, it's a cursed place basically. The Nakmar Mountain supposedly hides a school of black magic. That's the place that I mentioned earlier, where the Fae have connections. And then I've already mentioned Hemlock. It's a mining town, and it's been abandoned by the church because it's just full of pagans. Anyway, that's just giving you a sense of where you are in the world. Since you normally I don't do full lore dumps, but hey, you went to a library, so I feel like this is the place to do that.
No, this is great. What's Vale? What does that mean? Is that like the region?
Vale, no, Vale
Or is
is
it?
a city. Vale is
Oh.
a city. Um, Vale is a town of outlaws. It's a lawless place.
Time to go.
That's what
Yep.
without more investigation, that's what you know. It is known as a town of outlaws.
Creed Hall is beyond saving. off to
Creed
off to
Hall
Vale.
is the center of learning and knowledge.
And
That's what
we
it
would
is.
like to go commit crime in the Vale.
You're gonna go be gay, do crimes. I get it.
Is Piscaro like a major port city and
Oh
stuff? It's
yes,
like
it
the
is a
commerce.
absolutely.
Cool.
However, it's also a place where there are a lot of pirates, and it is also a place where, um, again, without more details now, you've heard that there have been quite a few that of the last several years. They've been struggling with occult-related murders.
Mm.
So coming back to Ambrosia for a moment here, is there something more specific that you're looking to learn about Vorsh?
Uh, Ambrosia is specifically trying to learn whether Vorsh is gonna maybe try and command them to do things and whether they will have to obey.
I think the give me an based on what you've read, putting it together, integrating what you've learned, and thinking about the person, at least as represented within these tomes. Could you give me an insight check?
Alrighty then. Oh, that was good. I would be bad at poker. Math 23.
The Fae rarely issue direct commands. They, from what you gather, they tend to prefer to suggest and manipulate and be somewhat more subtle and indirect than something so crude as go do this thing. Instead, they try to find the parts of you that already align with what they want and encourage those parts of you.
Now that I can get on board with. Whether if they were going to be like, alright, now go punch that person over there, and I'd be like, no.
It's more like all those children were so mean to you. You hate them, don't you?
Yes.
That sort of mentality. Not that I'm. There's no. To be sure, he's not speaking to you right now, telling you to go kill kids. Please don't. We do have lines in the game, but that idea of that's how a Fae would operate. That's what you gather from your insight check there. Um, the thing is, there's just not a lot of specific information about Vorsh specifically in the main stacks of the library. While you're thinking about those things, let's go to Annabelle real quick. Annabelle, is there anything that you wish to research while you're here?
Yeah, there's two things that I want to research while I'm here. The first being just sort of like the general history of Creed Hall, how it was established, who established it, and if there happens to be any like, I guess I'll start with that.
Okay. Could you give me an investigation check while your friends are off doing their own research?
I can try.
This reminds me so much of the days when we'd all go to the library. So we got everybody with their own separate place. We're like, we'll be back here for lunch.
I got 15.
That's not terrible. That's fine. Um, Creed Hall is a very old city, hundreds of
Okay.
years old. Originally established by the church, hence the name.
Yep.
But over time, while the city is still ostensibly, in the church's area, it's not really a major part of the city anymore. It is generally considered that while there is a Lord Mayor and a Council of Aldermen, the real authority in the city is the dean of the university.
Okay.
Because what the university wants now, the dean may not concern themselves with all the smaller minutia of the city, but the dean, what the university wants, the university gets, basically.
Got it. Okay.
But anyway, the city itself, was founded around the university, which
Okay.
at one time, as I said, was a religious institution. Over the years, certainly many of the priests and clergy of the Church of Saintly Blood do come study here, but it is not necessarily a part of the church in the way that it once was.
Got it. Okay.
You said there was something else you wanted to research.
Yeah. Is there anything in here on is there any weird research in here or any research in general on lycanthropy?
Yes and no. So again, you're in the main stacks,
Right.
right? So here is what the general lore of that would be. So different bloodlines within of the Krevwer Knights evidence various types of inhuman ancestry. That could be angelic, that could be fiendish, it could be, in other cases, the lines were cursed, whether through fell magic, the taint of the undead, or lycanthropy. And anyone of any of those sources, whether it seems that they have angelic or fiendish ancestry, or lycanthropy, or any of those things, anyone who bears the marks of supernatural lineage are referred to as Greshnik.
Oh God.
However, I will tell all three of you, Creed Hall, the library itself, is known to have a vast collection of obscure and forbidden tomes, and nothing you've seen looks like it's that obscure or forbidden. This looks like your local public library that we would know.
Yeah, because you said there's nothing in the main section, and I'm like,
Correct.
is there a separate section that we could go break into? I mean, enter?
Time to Hermione Granger this shit.
Yes!
Do we see any like stairways or doors around here?
Could you give me a perception check, please? I'm assuming that Ambrosia and or Delilah are helping you, so you can make it with advantage.
Okay.
What's the check?
Perception.
Sure.
I got an unnatural 20.
In a back corner, kind of around a corner, wreathed in shadow, there's a spiral staircase that leads down.
Oh, my favorite kind of staircase. I will discreetly, or have we reconvened? I'm gonna just go to like a central space and sit down and wait for everyone to
When you're lost, don't go looking for everyone. Just sit still and they'll find you.
That's right. I was told that from a very young pup.
It's still true. Ambrosia's with you because Ambrosia helped you find it.
Okay.
The question is, hey there, Delilah. Where are you?
If I was helping Annabelle, I'm following. Well, are they going in? Because I'm now
They
seeing
went
this.
and kind of sat in the center area where all the tables and stuff are.
So there's a shadowy staircase.
In the corner.
I will go towards the shadowy staircase.
Right. The staircase, partway down, has an oaken door with an iron lock. What do you do?
An iron lock? Foiled again!
We're done. All right.
Well, okay. Everyone, thank you for joining.
You know what? Delilah will walk over to a research assistant or a librarian. Be like, forgive me. How does one gain access to the real knowledge? And I'll point over to the lock area.
Just straight up ask.
Yeah, Delilah, I'm not a thief. I'm not a rogue.
I'm almost surprised that Ambrosia doesn't just have thieves' tools.
I have disguise, a forgery kit, and a playing card set that's rigged.
You mean a tarot card set?
Tarot card set that's rigged for me.
Rigged. The librarian, a young man, looks at you. I'm sorry. I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. I don't recognize. Haven't seen you around here.
No, I've only lived in town for a few years. But I tend to the graves and I heal the sick and the wounded on the south side of town, near the graveyard.
Very good. If we have need of your services, I'm sure someone will let you know.
Well, that's just it. I actually have been told that people are in need of my services, and that's why I'm here. I'm investigating a matter for the dean. And the public resources here are not quite sufficient.
Could you give me a persuasion check?
I'm actually good at these. Yeah. 6.
Good. That's right.
2 plus 4, baby.
I'm sorry. The library is reserved for scholars and students only. And I don't think you belong here.
Excuse you.
Good.
I'm sorry. Midwives and hedge witches are not the class of people that we usually admit within the library.
I'm sorry. Did he just call us hedge witches?
I've been called worse.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's some way I could demonstrate my knowledge for you. My ability.
I'm sorry. You would need some sort of authorization
have a bad idea.
That is both shocking and surprising.
And it's all Matthew's fault because I've been watching Dragon Heisters. I'd like to cast Charm Person.
No!
There it is. I was waiting for it.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
D&D. I don't know why you wouldn't, right?
Oh,
You would like to cast Charm Person.
Oh,
Could you
no.
remind me, because I sometimes lose track of which of those spells does which, because there's so many of them. Let's see. It must make a Wisdom saving throw, does so with advantage if you're fighting it, which you're not. If it fails, even though it's charmed by you, regarded as a friendly acquaintance, and when the for an hour. Very good. So, what is your spell DC?
14.
No, let's just do this. Where? Oh, here we go. Get out my dice.
Rolling the real dice. Here we go.
The dice I bought for this campaign, because they're black and red. Well, they're metal.
I got this black and red ones too. Yes, aesthetic.
All right. You said 14?
Yes.
He looks at Ambrosia. What guise are you in at the moment?
I am currently in the guise of the
You
girl
said-
I used to pickpocket people.
The girl you use to pickpocket people. What is that? Tell me about this.
Her name is Penny Farthing, and she speaks with a Cockney accent, and she's got dirt on her face, but she's got a twinkle in her eye.
I cannot. When you do other regional accents in England, I cannot. I cannot.
Oh.
British people doing other British accents is just the best.
I don't even know what to say right now. This Penny Farthing. What is her apparent age?
About 15.
Okay. All right. Well, you do look familiar to me. Have I seen you around?
Yes, I'm a recent addition to the college. They saw me and picked me up after my discovery of recent ley lines that have been lying about.
Very good. I'm sure that I'd like to see you in the library more. Sure, tell you what. Let me just warn you, though. Let me just warn you. Don't tell the dean that I'm letting you in there. And because you're not there with the dean's approval, it might not be the safest place.
That's all right. Penny
And
Farthing's never been
don't
afraid of it.
go. Just go to the bookshelves. Don't go poking around. There's dangerous things in there. So just go to the bookshelves, find what you want, and then maybe we can have tea tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Don't worry. Dean's never gonna know. Mum's the word. Just between you and me it is.
Very good, very good. So he goes, he unlocks that door. It swings open, and like, I'm not going to lock it behind you.
Thank you.
You might be in a hurry when you come out.
Well, thanks for the warning. I'll let you know about my discoveries down there and any ley lines that are going on, and we'll have tea tomorrow. I'll bring a cuppa for you, we'll pop the brick on, and then I'll come by. Cheerio, Governor.
Very good.
Oh, wait. Safe salutations and tatty bye-bye. Bye!
Oh, that's the best. Well, why don't you tell me about the order in which you're going down there? No reason.
Behind Annabelle.
Who's going first?
Annabelle could go first.
I'll go first.
I'll go second. This is great. This is awesome. I love this. It's like we're in a library, and it's like, oh, behind that door is certain death. We're like, okay, let's go. We got books to read.
We are literally at Hogwarts.
I love it when I like that about D&D, how like the danger is right next to the mundane. I love that shit. It's like, oh yeah, you mean the haunted section where the spirits roam and murder people? Yeah, you could have access to it. Fucking D&D.
No worries, man.
That is D&D.
Here's the key. Good luck. Try not to die.
Yeah, it's just past the place where the hobgoblin reigns in his lordship. And but it's just above the demon basement.
It's just above hell itself, but don't worry, we rarely have incidents.
Hundreds of people only die every year. It's fine. This is our lives. We don't know what a peaceful existence is like.
D&D!
I seriously live for it.
Can all of you see a map now?
Yes.
Yes.
We're in what seems to be an incomplete circle of some sort. There appears
You
to be
are in,
dynamic
that is your
light.
spiral staircase.
I do
Oh,
not
cute.
see a map. I see a black screen though.
Okay, let me. Oh, I see why. Let me fix that. There you go.
Hey, there it is.
Ah.
So you're in a small. You come down the staircase. That's the order in which you came down the staircase. Annabelle, then Delilah, then Ambrosia. So Annabelle is at the very foot of the stairs. Ambrosia and Delilah are still slightly up in the stairs. There is a small bookcase, kind of at your northeast. There is a desk at your southeast. Double doors to your east. The area is well lit by torches and sconces. You don't need a torch or anything like that. You can see off to your north the normal library. Double doors to your south. Then to your west, there's looks like a repository of stone slabs, but those aren't the regular libraries. What would you like to do?
I would like to look to see if they have the accursed leaves of Yannicus in here.
So you want to? So in the
I'm looking for books on Yannicus, specifically the accursed leaves.
Yeah, you'll need to go up, I guess, into the main library, probably, right?
Or this is
Oh,
we're
sorry.
in like the
Sorry. I mean the bookshelves to your north is what I'm saying.
yes, absolutely.
Okay. Annabelle and Ambrosia, where are y'all going? What are you doing?
I don't really want to split the party, so I'm going to follow Delilah.
I am a warlock with very few hit points, so I'm gonna follow Delilah.
Why are you worried about hit points? You're in a library.
Sorry, I'm worried about my HP.
HP.
My HP.
The worst. Is there anything I can do to prep us? Not really. I don't have buff spells. Oh, I don't have aid. Oh, I'm disgusted with myself. I didn't prep aid.
Well,
All right, yeah.
Now,
Are we going up here? Is this where we're going?
yeah. So in there,
Okay.
let's see.
3, 4, 5.
You see
What?
several bookshelves and a desk. There are all sorts of tomes here, as well as on the desk is on that reading table in the middle is so first of all is a book sitting there, sort of a black covered tome. You also, just so you know, as you're going down that that hallway to the library, past a couple of doors on your right, like
Uh-oh.
here and here. Just setting the situation so you know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
They have little viewports in the windows,
Oh,
in the
I
doors,
will,
in those doors.
I'll go ahead as I'm walking down. I will stop and peer in.
They look like reading rooms.
Nice.
Okay.
There's no
Is there
one.
any?
You haven't seen anyone.
I haven't seen anybody. And do I see, like, when you say reading rooms, do you mean like those solitary, like a desk, you go in and you can do your research in a quiet space,
There's-
or are there additional books in there?
Well, why don't I just show you?
Oh, okay.
So we'll assume that the door is closed, but you can go in if you want. Nothing else done here as well. So they each have some.
Got it.
There's bookshelves and this one, and a couple of desks. There's also a bin of scrolls in here, and in the one to the north is a bin of scrolls. There's also a bookcase in there.
I love this. I'm gonna start looking around in this little library.
Okay, you're looking for among the shelves.
Yeah, looking specifically for Yannicus, but if that starts to dry up, I'll expand my research. I have another thing I want to research.
Could you be so kind as to give me an investigation check?
Yeah. Ah! Casting guidance on myself.
What's with the ah?
Because I dropped my when I dropped my dice,
I was like, what happened? Was it bad?
No, 18 total. I'm very excitable.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, I love the cackle. Let's be clear. I do love the cackle. I just worried for a moment. I noticed the father of undeath. His followers both reanimate the dead and seek ways to bypass the natural cycle of life and death.
Mm-hmm.
He is known to have cults in various cities. But in addition to cults, there are tomes here that would indicate that certain individuals are trying to collect what knowledge they can and systematize it from those cults and turn that into hopefully scientific knowledge in the furtherance of the extension of life through perhaps arcane means. This is considered to be extremely heretical knowledge, and those who pursue this are typically hunted by the church's witchfinders.
Yo, what if that's why his sister was wearing a veil at the house? Maybe she's super long dead.
It's entirely possible.
Sorry, maybe that's why she was wearing a veil at the house.
Oh, there's no reason to do the accent. We're among friends here.
Delilah, it goes with the brand, so I've got to keep it up.
Oh.
Otherwise, it would be ridiculous.
All right.
Let me tell you,
and
then there are just shelves of books that you can choose to take a look at.
Yeah, and then I want to specifically know what kind of magics use, since I'm trying to. I want to know what magics use the Black Pearl and the jewelry boxes of onyx, or with onyx in them. What magics are these used for?
Oh.
Yeah, putting the pieces together here, folks.
Yeah. Could you give me an Arcana check, actually?
Hey, I'm proficient in that.
Very good.
Let me double check. 16. Doing so good. Doing so good for myself here. I should play a wizard in this setting. Why must I never play a wizard? Why must I do this to myself?
Because otherwise we'd be dead.
Yeah, this whole party would be dead unless I was abjuration.
That's right.
Let's see. It takes you some time. So while you're doing that research, Annabelle, what are you doing? Are you working through tomes? Are you looking at the book on the desk? What are you doing? Looking at the scroll. Go ahead.
I would like to first. I just kind of want to like take a pass through just to sort of see what kinds of books and tomes are down here.
Okay. So first of all, could you roll me a d6?
Yes. I got a 6.
Oh, very good. Could you roll me a d10?
What? Yeah. Okay. Hold, please. Oh, I didn't get one out. Hold on.
Oh, it's an hour in and you're just getting your dice.
Shut up!
Ooh, the
Oh,
I got my
shade.
dice. The
the
shade,
shade of it
the
all.
shade of it all. I need more tea. An 8. I got an 8.
Okay. There is
I
a
don't know.
book that is bound in wooden, a librum,
Okay.
bound in plates of rowan wood, inlaid with iron. The title says The Dorosam Apocrypha.
Oh my.
Why are there so many good names in this setting?
Um. Are there any symbols on it or anything? Do I recognize this at all? Have I ever, like, in?
No,
Is it
you don't
okay?
recognize it. It's not spoken of.
I'm scared to touch it, but I'm gonna touch it, and I'm gonna put it on the desk.
Put it on the desk next to the other book that's there. And as you flip through it very quickly, remember that if you spend sufficient time reading it and learning from it, it would improve your ability to maintain physical and mental capacity. Out of character, mechanically,
Yes.
um, if you read the book, which requires many hours over a minimum of a week, you would gain immunity to being incapacitated for the next 3 days.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
This is why I was asking you for your die rolls to see which
Got
one you
it.
get.
Got it. Okay. All right. So I at least have some understanding now that this could, if I were to spend time reading this, this would help me in some way.
Right. And you realize now, I think, that the books in this room have that sort of arcane, some of them, not all of them, have arcane knowledge and benefits in this way.
Okay. Now that I have figured that out, I would like to see if I can look through here to find one that would help me. By any chance, if there's anything in here that would help me maintain my composure, when other things are telling me that I shouldn't maintain my composure.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
know exactly what you're talking about. That's going to take some time to research.
Okay.
So we're going to come back to that. You're going to spend
Okay.
some time looking through books.
Yes, I am.
In the meantime, Ambrosia, what about you?
Ambrosia would like to quietly look for books on Fey beings to try and find out more about what exactly they are.
All right. Can you also give me an investigation check?
Oh, that's not as good. Oh dear. That would be a solid 7.
The problem is that many of these books are written in ancient scripts. They are difficult to read, and you could probably find information, but it will probably take you several days of reading to find what you want. You can find it. It's really a matter of time and effort.
Got it. Steal the books.
There's a lot of books here. You would need several wheelbarrows, and then you'd have to find a way to get them past the librarians. I'm sure
I
that would
cast
work.
charm person.
On all the librarians and scholars and guards.
Gotta wait for level 11 when you get mass suggestion. So good.
Let's come back to Delilah. Delilah, what were you doing? Remind me.
I'm researching where what these
Oh,
items.
yes,
The spell
yes,
folk guy.
yes. So, remind me of you. One of them was the Black Pearl.
500 GP.
Right.
500 GP, and then true jewelry boxes with 2 onyxes.
Oh, yes.
And I actually know what they're used for, but Delilah does not know.
Okay. Well, so first of all, you are exactly correct. The black pearl is used in certain necromantic spells that cast out waves, perhaps circles of death. Is that
Yeah, Circle of Death. So as I'm thumbing through, I kind of find this kind of basic outline of the spell and its massive destructive capabilities. Not an actual proper arcane writ of it, but just like a witnessing
no?
count.
Oh no! You find a spell book that has the spell Circle of Death in it.
Hell yeah!
It's way out of our depth. I'm gonna look at it. That's disconcerting.
The onyxes, by the way, you find the spell book that describes that are used to create undead. Like that,
So,
Matt?
oh, I do. I
For
love.
those
I love
wondering, I just want to pause and tell the chat what happened was earlier in the adventure they found these items in a lab that had been associated with a researcher they thought might be involved with necromancy, and the treasure they found were actually spell components for these spells.
So one spell to create corpses, and another to make use of them. Whew. I also found a scroll of animate dead, animate undead.
You did.
So that is what Delilah is taking from this: one spell to create a lot of corpses, and other spells to make use of them.
I'm also gonna while y'all are sitting there, I want to just
Yeah.
once again tell you all of the shelves are well organized, the books put back. The only book that was not on the shelves was placed very precisely in the geometric center of that table.
And what's that book?
Do you open it?
I sense a trap.
Open it.
Do you
Delilah.
want to open the book?
Oh Jesus!
Open it.
I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Detect evil and good. Now that's an interesting choice.
30 feet of me, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead.
It just tells you if those creatures are there.
Similarly, you know if there's a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Okay, so first of all, that last part just radiates around you.
Yeah.
This library, you look up. I'm going to tell you specifically this, Delilah. As you are casting your detect evil and good, I'm going to think of this sort of. I know it's not actually. We'll think of it somewhat like detect magic. And now you can see, only in your eyes, glowing runes towards the top of the walls, and they spell out the timeless library.
Doing great.
And this is certainly a desecrated place.
To the this is like a Eldritch horror Lovecraftian library. Cool. And then I'll open the door in the center.
Okay.
The book rather.
No, I understand. Yes, what I would like for you to do then.
Oh
no. I would like for you to make for me a. What is this? This is a wisdom save, please.
Oh, a million. 26.
Oh yeah. Actually. Oh, I need wisdom saves from the other two of you as well.
no!
As dim purplish light radiates out from the book as it's opened.
Good, 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 good. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Cool, 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 cool.
Kyle, I got a 4.
All right, so you failed.
Kyle, I got a natural one.
Oh no! I rolled a 19. You all are like, what the fuck?
Delilah, you see your friends screech in terror. Kitty drop everything that's in their hands and run shrieking out of the room in fright.
Where are you going?
Oh
To
dear.
you, it's just another book.
All right.
Yeah, they run screeching all the way back to the staircase.
What did we see?
You were overcome with the with the power of the. There was, as you saw, this glyph, this symbol, just animate and float up into the air from the book, and then there was this expanding cloud of dim purple light. For Delilah, this is just another Tuesday.
Yeah. I have
It's
a little
a doll.
indigestion now.
A little indigestion, yes. But this abjuration magic. And Delilah, inside, the pages are cut out. It's one of those books that's been kind of like hollowed out.
Mm.
And there is a rune stone in it with
Yep.
the Otol rune inscribed upon it.
OTAL or
OTAL, yes.
okay. Good. Doing great. I have no ability to identify it, but I'm just gonna yeet that into my pocket.
After about a minute, Annabelle and Ambrosia calmed down and composed themselves a little bit back at the spiral staircase.
I saw me life flash before my eyes. It was really boring.
That is the most untrue thing Ambrosia's ever said.
If
The
anyone
one thing
gets
Ambrosia
that-
has not had is a boring life.
No, if anyone gets that random chicken run reference.
I
I just-
I haven't
do.
seen Chicken
oddly
Run
enough.
in, like, what, 10 years? More?
I saw my life flash before my eyes. It was really boring. I scared my cat as well.
Yes, I saw a great deal of gruesome imagery, death and dying and decay, and then I read the book.
Oh,
Alrighty then.
Yes.
all right. Well, that's great. I'm gonna slowly slink my way back into the room, keeping far away from the book on the desk.
Yeah.
It's not glowing now, it's harmless.
I don't care. I don't like it. Not one bit.
Nope.
I'm gonna go into one of those reading rooms or whatever that Annabelle, wherever Annabelle found like the good shit.
There are two reading rooms right there.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one to the north and one to the south. Let me see. Annabelle, you're returning to your research now, I'm presuming.
Yes, I am.
Yes. You find a book after some time.
Okay.
Called The Manuscripts of Pemosop.
Could you spell that for me?
Pemosop.
Okay.
It is a set of inscribed bones contained in a leather case. Towards the front of the tome, someone has added some sort of a dungeon map. You're not sure right now what it is.
Okay.
But you find knowledge in here that if you were to read it over the course of 7 days, spending at least 8 hours a day reading it, you would, I'll tell you mechanically, gain advantage on the saves that you will need during the full moon.
Cool, 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 cool. Oh.
I'm gonna just sit with it for a second while I think about what I'm gonna do.
Ambrosia, it's going to take you a long time to find what you're looking for. You'll need to spend several days down here, which you might choose to do. Certainly up to you. Like, I don't mean like in a continuous, like you have to like live here, but like it will take some time. Oh my gosh, what's with the jacket? I can't.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my god.
I'm getting feelings now.
I think we're all getting feelings.
I do dig the skull on it though.
Thank you. Felt appropriate.
Sure. Biker Matt.
Like a mat.
Yeah, so Delilah, you head off into this reading room. As I noted, there's a desk in there. There's a bookcase in this one as well. One of the desks. Sorry. Yeah, there's a book. No, that's okay. Yeah. There's a bookcase with just a few books in it, like maybe books people had put back but didn't reshelve.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like I don't know. I guess I got about. I mean, I've searched. I've done my thing. Suppose we can get going. I don't know what else I can find, but I have a sense of what's going on. I think our answers lie with Dr. Bertram Bullshitter. Yep. He has a name, and I know it. Dr. Bertram.
I've written it down as that in my notes now.
I literally had this written somewhere. Wait, no. It's on the clocks. That's why I didn't write it down. Kipling. See, I have a great memory. I actually really do, but it's just names.
Do you?
I actually really do. I do for things that like my job and things I'm passionate about. Names slip right through. They're just like, whoop.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, Dr. Bertram Kipling.
Yes. Anything else you want to do in the library here?
So yeah, I'm just saying I don't think there's anything else I can find, but I'm getting a better idea of what they're doing. And I hold up the pearl and I show them. I was like, this one can cast a massive wave. With enough power and focus, you can cast a massive wave of undeath using this item. And I'm talking like 120-foot diameter sphere of pure death. And then with these jeweled boxes, you can conjure death. That plus the scroll I found could even conjure more weaker undeath. So we need to find Dr. Bertram Kipling.
I have two more things that I may be interested in looking for in this library while we've got access to it.
Oh.
One of them is going to be, because player me knows how to do this, but I don't think Ambrosia would, if there are any books on how to contact or call said Thunder Zaddy, and also if there are any books on the Dean himself.
Ooh.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability Intelligence on Ambrosia, so you have an advantage on intelligence checks.
Thank you, I am not very intelligent.
And then I'm going to maneuver my old ass down to just to near the staircase and kind of rest. I'll sit in the sitting room.
I will tell you, in this sitting room, there's no bookcase.
Or reading room, rather.
Reading room, but one of the desks does have a locked door.
Unlock it.
I'm not a thief. I just sit down at the desk, and I'm bored, so I'm like trying to jimmy it open, and I notice it's locked, and then I just sit there.
Ambrosia, first of all, for investigating the dean, please give me an investigation check with advantage due to your enhanced ability.
Nice. Nice. Investigation 21.
There are no books here detailing the life of Dr. Patrick Wolfstan.
All right, I'm just going to point that out.
At least he's not mentioned in any of the indices and so forth. Yeah, at least not my name. No, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to take the book that I found, the manuscripts of Pemisop, and I'm going to show Delilah the map to see if she recognizes it, because she's more intelligent than I.
I will look at it.
You give me an intelligence check with, depending on what skill you choose, you could apply a skill if you have proficiency in it. You could, and then depending on what you choose, it'll flavor what you get. History, arcana, investigation, etc.
So actually, okay. I mean, I could do arcana. I was also thinking, based on the significance, the bones, like, that pings my religious sensibility, so that maybe what I'm looking at is a map of some old fallen crypt, decrepit ritualist structure, etc.
Yeah, so you see your intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
If you have proficiency in a skill, add your proficiency modifier. So in other words, it could be an intelligence religion check, for example.
Yeah.
If that's what you wanted.
I rolled like shit. 7.
But I'm proficient in religion. Could we?
So you can make an intelligence religion check yourself.
Okay.
I thought she'd give me advantage.
Oh yeah, that's actually how it could be. Yeah.
That's
Fair.
what I was
Absolutely
thinking.
fair. Yes.
Better. 16. Yeah, 16.
16. With 16, I will tell you this
A
dungeon.
lot better.
What's that?
I said I rolled a lot better.
No, that's good. That's real good. This is a Grail tomb.
Hey, I was so right to use religion.
The Grail tombs are the remains of the Lalitu. I think I've mentioned these before.
You did.
Yeah, there before humans inhabited Krevborda, there was another civilization here that ultimately fell, but was known to be technologically advanced.
Yeah.
This is a Grail tomb.
Delilah, I'm not one to steal things myself. However, I'm wondering if perhaps this might be useful to us in our future endeavors.
Oh.
So
I have no qualms with taking things from this library. I just meant that I have no talent to unlock these structures.
It's not a question of willingness, it's a question of ability.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
with that, I'm going to take
Fair.
this and slip it into my bag. I do want this book real bad.
That's fine, I don't care.
I encourage this.
Do I notice that this desk is locked?
Sure.
I am going to. I'm not proficient at this, but I'm gonna take one of my hand axes and try to just break the lock off.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay. Okay. 14.
It takes a little bit. You're gonna have to hit it. We'll just say you would need to be whack whack whack, not just once, but you take a little bit of time, and you can kind of hack it open. Sure, it'll be obvious that somebody hacked it open.
Yep, gonna do it. Whatever, it's fine.
All right, mixed success. Yes. So you pull it open. There's a stone with the symbol of good luck inside of it.
Take it.
I already took something. You take it.
All right.
That doesn't take any convincing at all.
Yeah, like as soon as you said steal, it's like I'm not one for stealing things. You hear Ambrosia go, stealing? And Ambrosia is going to take the stone of good luck because I like to steal.
Um, Ambrosia, for your second question, can you give me another intelligence investigation check at advantage?
Oh, I certainly can. Thank goodness for advantage.
I just can't.
That's a 19, Cora.
What you know is that he is said to reside in the previously mentioned Ardenwald, and that some say that travel to the Ardenwald is possible through gates found in fairy circles, rings of standing stones, and ancient burial mounds.
So 5 circles, burial mounds, and what was the other one?
Rings of standing stones, like
Rings of standing.
hedges and the like.
Standing stone. Burial mounds. Nice.
Before we take a break, which is about that time, I would like to know from you players, do you intend to continue to explore the library, or if not, where are you heading from here? So I can kind of prepare for whatever you're going to do next.
I'm comfortable to stay here and keep digging. I'm also comfortable to like try and keep looking for Dr. Kipling.
There are, and to be sure, and I'm only putting this one because this is knowledge your characters would have. Not that you have to do one thing or another. There are other doors and branches here in this level of the library. But if you want to go on into your quest, that absolutely makes tremendous sense as well.
I kind of want to explore just a little bit more of this library because I feel like there might be spirits here, and Delilah wants to get rid of them.
Delilah does have that feeling that there might be spirits in the area.
No!
And I have a 30-foot radius feeling them out too, so.
Yeah, no, it's not within your 30-foot radius, but you can't quite put your feet, but it has this smell to you, this particular aura. Yes,
The stench of undeath.
as it were. So, very good. What we will do is take
does
a quick
anything-
break. Sorry, go ahead.
Does anything happen when I pick up the stone, or are we good?
You're good for now.
Oh dear, I don't want that. That's all right. I would if I will die how I live, stealing.
Fair. Yes, we'll take a break, and we'll be back in about 5-ish minutes.
Yes.
As soon as we're back, Matthew leaves.
I'm
It's
so
fine.
sorry.
It's fine. It's
I'm the
fine,
worst.
Matthew. Biker Matthew. We are back in the Timeless Library underneath Creed Hall University Library, which they have gained access to by means of um, magical and deceptive means.
I have no idea what you mean. This is totally legit.
Deception? We wouldn't even know where to begin.
Exactly. We are paragons of virtue.
Are you sure none of you had to roll a deception check?
You know, we're probably the most moral people in this entire country.
Yeah. We're not a vampire or an occultist or trying to murder people.
Well, not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Not an
That's right.
occultist.
You sip that tea, Matthew.
And that's the tea. Who needs tea when you have a mimosa? All right. So Delilah is reading. Annabelle or Ambrosia is reading. Annabelle is down by the staircase.
Yeah, upon getting what I want, I have decided to just take a little look-see around here.
Oh, I know how this works. You get what you want, and don't worry about what everybody else needs.
Tea.
We're not wrong, but we're actually talking about Emma right now, not
oh, wow.
Annabelle.
Oh, wow. That was more tea than I expected. Is that the way you say that?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
The tea is especially hot today.
Very good. So, that said, what are you going to do in the library now?
Let's go find some ghosts.
Yeah, so I'd like to explore these. I'm just going to follow Annabelle, actually. Oh, I'm trying to move myself on the Twitch screen. That's probably not
I do that all the time, or on the OBS screen, I do that.
I'm in a wall.
All right. So, okay. So let me go in there. Ambrosia, before y'all go in there,
Yeah.
Ambrosia, where are you?
Coming, dears.
Just making sure, that's all. As you look into this area, I'll tell you, you see kind of arranged in alternating sections along the walls these repositoria of stone slabs. Down this, you're in sort of like a tower area, tower going down into the ground, I guess. There's a small passageway you can see directly in front of you, and within a small round room, some sort of a metal crate.
Is there anything on? Is there are there any runes on the crate? Are there any?
No, it's got like gears and brackets and all sorts of mechanical bits.
So who am I? I think we should perhaps check this out. It would be remiss of us to not take a look at this for our friend Quinn, because it seems like something he might be curious about, because of the gears and all.
This area carries with it the aura of undeath and specters, and I want to find them and extinguish them.
I'm just here to see if I can steal some more stuff. I've got to be honest with you.
Good. So we're on a good mission right now, then, it seems like.
Can I set my own aura for my Detect Good and Evil? It's up for 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, set your aura. Can you?
Yeah.
All right. I think I might need to fix something in your token so everybody can see it. Oh, no, everybody can see. Wait, let me just make sure. Set this aura C. There we go.
Hold on. That aura kind of looks like shit. So I'm gonna
It does.
It does.
just saying what we're all thinking here. There we go. That's lovely.
Oh.
And
That's
you
real
detect
nice.
fiends, undead, aberrations, what?
Celestials. Yep, etc. Undead, fiend, fey, undead, celestials.
Is it blocked by cover?
Yeah, the old 1 inch of this, 1 foot of that.
Yep. At the moment, you detect none of those things. I will tell you if that changes.
Wait,
One
do you
foot. Yeah.
Wait.
What? Go ahead.
do you detect fiend, fey, and all that?
Yeah, all at once. Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey,
Oh
fiend.
yeah,
or-
so ambrosia definitely is lighting up your radar like a
Yeah.
glowing wah, wah, wah.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, 3 foot of wood or dirt. Okay. That's yeah.
You feel like there is stuff around. I think this is fair because this is not like, I think it's fair that it's a little bit fuzzy. You don't know what direction, but somewhere just beyond the edges of your detection is something.
Sure.
Something? Like singular? A thing?
I don't know that Delilah's able to tell that.
It's just that
Yeah.
vague feeling. It's just a nudge.
She's like, I'm not there, but it's around here someplace.
2 questions. Is the box with the gears over here?
Yep, that's it.
And are these doors over here?
Yep, you got it correct.
Okay.
And then there's doors immediately to the south of Ambrosia as well.
Oh,
like 5 feet
okay.
south of Ambrosia.
Got it. I didn't see that. I'm gonna go investigate this.
Ambrosia, what are you carrying from the library?
I'm carrying that stone of good luck.
Okay, what about Annabelle?
I have the manuscripts of Pemisop.
And Delilah, what are you carrying from the library? Anything?
Yes, the stone of whatchamacallit. Oh, Odal Runestone.
Odal Runestone, very good. Annabelle, before you get all the way there,
Uh-oh.
as you get about here, that crate starts to unfold.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
And I will tell you 2 things. First of all, I will tell you that it looks like this.
Oh no.
Oh no!
And I will also tell you I would like for you all to roll for initiative.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Put that a minute there. Pull this up here. Very good. Alright, I'm going to close that hand out for the stream. And yeah, so I got my dice. Oh, that's excellent. That's very good. Okay, oops, wrong button. No, roll 20. No, okay. We all know how roll 20 do. First of all, Delilah, what's yours?
14.
Ambrosia.
11.
Annabelle.
Also 11.
Excellent. I'm going to have to resort this because the Cogwork Librarian has 18.
Good.
It's not great.
I'm also going to say that you're all surprised
Oh, shit.
because it sure sounded like that to me. Let's see. Yeah, so the librarian rushes through towards Annabelle. Here. Annabelle, what's your AC? You're not raging right now, so what's your AC?
14.
14. All right. Oh, wait. Let me measure something here.
I'll just be doing all the Foley.
Yeah. So, lightning arcs out from this librarian towards all 3 of you in a cone. I would like you all to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm really good at this, though. It's
Oh.
fine. Being an old woman who relies on a cane for walking.
So because of my danger sense, I can roll at advantage.
All right, that's great.
Okay, I just want everyone to know that for transparency purposes. And thank God for that.
What's your roll?
I got a 19.
Okay, you pass. Did anybody get less than a 14?
I got a 15.
I'm gonna use my luck point to re-roll. Oh, that's better. Okay, 16.
You all pass, so you all take 13 lightning damage
Alrighty
God.
then.
as it arcs out across you.
Mean to say 3?
No, I mean half of 27.
Hold on, let me make
Oh.
my concentration check. Oh, failed. No, wait. Yep, failed. I lose the detect spell.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna go into a Tomb of Levistus.
Already?
I'm at, what is it? 12 hit points.
Wow. So tell me about this, about how this looks as you use your react. Wait a second, you're surprised, right?
Oh
You
dear.
can't use
That
your
uses your
reaction.
reaction, right?
Yep.
Yep, you can't use your reaction right now.
Whoopsie. All right, next round, I will be hiding in a Tome of Ice. Or will I?
Or will it be ice? Or will it be this?
Mystery.
Yes, Arax, that is exactly where I got it. Anything Arax. One of the things that I love to do is take magic cards and turn them into D&D stuff. In fact, you will occasionally see them as background scenes as well. All right. So back to my Roll20 screen. Delilah is no longer surprised because she's been hit. Probably like to play that. I don't remember if that's rule is written or not. Like I said, once you've been hit, your surprise ends. So, Delilah, what do you do?
I'm going to. I'm going to be proactive. I'm double checking this spell, and it doesn't say anything about not working on constructs or anything.
All right.
So,
what spell is
it? I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch.
So you're going to run up to it.
Yep.
Vampiric Touch. Let me see something here.
Yeah, melee. Yeah, it just does necrotic damage. So if the thing might, it's immune or whatever. 17 to hit? No, 16 to hit. I apologize.
You just hit 16 into AC.
Oh shit! I'm very dramatic. I don't know if you guys know that about me.
Really?
We know that about you at all, Matthew.
I know it's hard to tell, but I'm actually very dramatic all the time. 6, 10, 12 points of necrotic damage.
It takes it.
All of it? Cool. And then I regain half. Cool. That will be my opening salvo. And that's my turn.
Very good. Ambrosia and Annabelle, what would you like to do on your turn? You can choose the order in which you go.
Annabelle, after you, because you're the strong one.
No, after you, please.
Oh no, I
darling.
insist. After you. Oh no.
If you don't go, I'm going to have the Cogworth Librarian go. Assume you're
No,
done.
I'm going. I'm
Fine.
going to call upon my ancestors, and everyone sees me sort of shift and shape into my werewolf form.
Wait. Does it look, when you do that, does it
Yes.
look like this?
Where am I looking?
At your token?
Roll 20. How'd you do that?
Hell yeah, it does!
Oh, that's awesome.
Rollable tokens are a great thing, and you don't have to actually roll them. You can choose which side they're on.
Awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that was a roll 20 thing.
Oh yeah, I'll show you later. All right, so Annabelle, her face elongates into a snout, her eyes glow red, her teeth sharpen. You're now raging. Don't forget to equip that item in D&D Beyond for your werewolf armor.
Just put it on, thank you.
And what do you do?
I am going
I would like to rage.
I would like to rage, please, and thank you. And then I am going to take my great axe and just start wailing on this thing.
Very good.
So
remember, you have an extra attack now.
I do. The first one I think I'm going to miss with a 9.
Correct.
The next one's a 21, though.
That will hit.
Okay.
Is your weapon magical?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I believe that whatever Quint does to it, it's not magical.
Correct.
No, this is just a regular old great axe. Oh, come on, man. That is going to be 9 slashing damage. I don't remember what Quint has me roll for that, so I'm not going to roll any. I don't
It's
know
like
what
a death save for it, so roll like a d20.
Okay, but I don't know how much extra damage it does. Is it a
It's
D4?
a d1. It's just 1 damage, I think.
Oh, okay. So this is a 12. So it works for me.
Okay, so it's 12 damage total.
No. It was
Oh, yeah.
9.
You see 9.
It was 9 slashing. I rolled a
Okay.
12
Yeah.
for my
So
axe.
that's like 1. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I need to go back and look at how he's doing it. Anyway,
And then
so it takes 4 slashing damage.
no, it took 9 slashing
No,
damage.
it takes
Oh, it
4
took
slashing.
4 slashing damage? Oh my god! Okay.
Your weapon's not. That's why I said it was magical.
Got it.
Doing great.
And I think that is my turn.
Ambrosia.
Okay, my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hex.
Oh, very good. Yes. No, it is.
Yep.
It is hexed.
It is hexed, and ability checks. So I cast. I'm gonna choose Strength.
All right.
And then for my main action, I'm gonna use. I got 2 Eldritch Blasts now, so I'm gonna use them.
All right. Give me 2 attack rolls.
Alrighty then. Nice. First one is a 19.
That hits.
Yes. And the second one is a 14.
Does not hit.
Dang it. Go on that 1d10. 10 damage! Thank you, dice.
It takes all of it. Yep. Anything
Alright.
else?
Nope.
All right. On the librarian's turn. Let's see. It has these legs with pistons on them that can shoot out really hard and fast. And so it's going to try to first of all stab at Annabelle for a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
And I need more dice. Hang on.
Oh, that's never what I want to hear you say.
Why is it that everybody always tells me that? I can't imagine. I have all my
Fine.
dice here. I just realized that I need.
But you're raging.
You're going to take 13 piercing damage, and then you obviously you have that to 6.
Okay.
Doing great.
And then it's going to try to slam Delilah with its
Wait.
head.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. It's going to slam Delilah, or it's going to attempt to slam Delilah with its head for a 19 to hit. Does that hit? You're muted.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, sorry, I was in another window, so I couldn't see you.
You're cool.
And for you, that does instead 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, let me make my concentration check. I make it. 12 points of bludgeoning. I got a 14 on the concentration.
Okay, very good. And now it is Delilah's turn.
How you looking there, Annabelle, real quick?
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Okay, I'm going to do Vampire. I'm going to continue to use Vampire Touch on it. Not the same as casting it. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Cool. I need more thematic dice. I'm beginning to develop a dice addiction. Just
Hey.
so you know.
Beginning.
Hey, yes, I support this.
Yes, buy more dice.
I keep reaching for dice, and I'm like, it's not right for this spell. 15. Wow, 15 points of necrotic damage, and I will heal for 7. So yeah, 15 points of necrotic damage. Yep.
Yep.
So I just reach out to it. I'm like grabbing onto it and trying to find like the forces of magic that sustain it, and I'm just sucking it dry.
And at this point now, you can start to see that the forces of magic, the eldritch battery within it, are starting to wear down.
Perfect. And then I will cast Healing Word on I guess on myself, since I'm in melee. I heal for 7. Healing word with a bonus action. That's my turn.
All right. Ambrosia and Annabelle, what do you do?
Mine's just gonna be a repeat of Eldritch. So Annabelle.
I'm just gonna. My options are limited, so I'm just gonna keep swinging with my great axe.
All right.
So this is an 18 plus 7, so I assume
Your
that hits.
I thought the AC is 16, so.
Okay. So, oh my god, where's my? That is 12 slashing damage for the first hit, and for the next one, I'm gonna miss.
All right, so it takes 6 slashing. Um, Ambrosia.
The first one is a 16.
Yeah,
Cool. Cool. The second one is a 19.
obviously they both hit.
Yay! First one is a 9. Second one is a 10. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Wow, what's going on?
I don't. Oh, and a 6 on the. Okay.
What?
Bless these dice, because it takes an extra 1d6 because of the hex.
Oh, yeah.
So that is 19 plus 6.
20,
25.
This
is
thing
the most
is
damage I've
starting
done.
to. You can see some of the electricity in the battery starting to arc as if it's starting to getting close to bad things happening to the librarian. The librarian though is not quite done. Oh, and it gets back its arc lightning. So I'd like you all to make a dex save. As
Oh boy, howdy. Oh, okay. 21.
you pass. DC 14. So tell me if anybody rolls under 14.
Fail.
I fail as well.
All
You have
right.
advantage.
I know. I rolled a 6 and a 3.
So
Doing great.
2 of you who failed take 20 points of lightning damage. Ambrosia, you take 10.
Ah!
Oh, fuck.
You all did add your extra HP from leveling up to 5, right?
Yeah. All automated.
Okay, just making sure.
Ow!
That hurt.
Like a lot.
But this thing is very much on its last legs, but that battery inside of it is looking pretty unstable.
Oh,
Oh.
no. Okay.
So it is Delilah's turn. Delilah, what would you like to do?
Fuck, of course it is. Believing that thing is actually unstable as it is, I am going to use my action to disengage and walk away from it. And be like, you'll be fine. I don't know what I say. I'm like, Annabelle, hold it back. I'll save you. 5, 10.
I love it.
So I'm just gonna go over there.
You're
Wait,
kind
is
of
this
like hiding on
staircase?
Let's just get this spiral staircase.
Like, I can
yeah.
see through it, right?
You can see through it, yeah. But it'll give you some cover.
Nice. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Annabelle, healing you for 8.
Thank you.
All right.
That's my turn.
Well, speaking of Annabelle, what do you do?
All right. Upon hearing that, I'm gonna do exactly that, and I'm gonna. Can I
flavor
attempt?
with this? Tell me how you're doing this.
So, well, okay. So I was gonna ask, can I take my great axe and like try to shove this thing back?
You can try to shove. You can try
There's
to
literally
shove.
a shove attack.
Yeah,
like-
just a shove attack. Give me a just a strength attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, don't fuck me on this dice. Okay. All right. That's a 15. So,
That's total.
yep.
It stands its ground.
Cool.
That's one of your attacks. You still get an attack. You use your attack action. So you can have an extra attack because you're a 5th level barbarian.
Yeah. Fuck me. I'm going to I guess I'm gonna try and hit at it again, aiming for the unstable battery that's inside of it and attempting to position myself between the other two so that I will take whatever blast is coming out of this thing.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, give me your attack roll.
That's a natural 20.
Oh yeah, you crit. How do you want to do this?
Ah! All right, so
Because your minimum
am-
damage is going to do it.
okay. So I'm going to take my great axe and attempt to just like shove it directly into that battery, but making sure that I am between both Delilah, Ambrosia, and this construct. Assuming that this thing's going to explode in some way, shape, or form. My goal is to take most of the impact.
All right, that's good. So you see within it this eldritch power source start to explode, and as it does, Annabelle, I would like for you specifically, and only you, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm assuming I can use my danger sense since I can.
What is it? You can see it. What does
Yeah.
danger sense say?
So it says I just lost. I was just reading it. It says you have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
You are that definitely counts.
Okay. Okay.
That's cool.
That's a 21.
Oh yeah, you pass. So you take, as it explodes, you take half of the 13 lightning damage, and so it does 6. And then you take 6 lightning damage as it explodes.
Okay.
And the Cogwork librarian falls silent.
It just smells like burnt hair in here.
And ozone. Very good. You have defeated the guardian of the library tower. Yeah, there are. So you can see Annabelle now from your position. We're no longer in initiative. Bins of scrolls. You can see, as I mentioned, these repository of stone slabs. What would you like to do?
I'm first gonna turn around to Delilah. I don't feel particularly great right now. If you have anything that could perhaps help me with this.
That would be seconded.
Yeah, I got y'all. You will heal. I'm going to use my healer's feet on you. You will heal for 12, Annabelle. Ambrosia, I will also use my healer's feet on you. You will heal for 15.
Thank you. I was on 2 HP.
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 None of you ever take short rests.
I mean,
What's
we have me, so no, the thoughts never occurred to them.
Absolutely not. Why would we?
I mean, you have a warlock. That's kind of what I was thinking about.
I was at full hit points when we went down here.
Yeah.
And I went down to 2 because I'm a warlock.
So that's 2 uses off my. How are you doing there, Annabelle?
I'm. If I had to put a number on it, I'm about half.
Okay, I will take 10 minutes and cast Prayer of Healing.
All right. While Delilah is doing that, Annabelle and Ambrosia. Annabelle, eventually your rage fades, and you go back to. Actually, I'll tell you how to do it. Annabelle, right-click on your token. At the bottom of that menu, it'll say multi-sided. Then choose side, and you'll get like a little slider.
Hey! Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So once my prayer finishes, my prayer is my prayer is in Abyssal.
Good.
I didn't know that. Let me make a handy dandy note.
Damn.
Delilah prays in Abyssal.
Shit.
Yep. And I am beseeching the powers of the old world that inhabited this earth, this land, for the church.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
we're gonna have a chat later, Matthew W. Foreman.
I'm figuring this out, and everyone who wants to can heal 17 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's perfect. I want to be clear. That's not a you're in trouble. That's a oh.
Oh, I know.
Wow. How tasty.
Oh no. It's fine. We're fine.
What sorts of dark powers will Delilah unknowingly invoke and awaken? The shadow knows.
Oh no.
Okay.
What would you like to do in this area?
Like to investigate this area for anything of import.
I will tell you that I would like you to make either an investigation or an arcana check.
Ooh, I'm gonna do Arcana. Alrighty then. +4, that'll be 15.
15. The stone slab repositoria. The stone slabs themselves, um, each of them contains the basic info on all the known archfays, elder evils, demon lords, and archdevils. And there are these undeciphered runes beneath that basic information on the stone slabs. So, as an example, pull up my notes here, because it's a lot. I'm not going to read it all to you, please no. But we'll note that you have this information. If in the future, like, hey, do I know this? You won't even have to roll for the basic information. If you want to investigate the runes beneath them, we can deal with that later. But for example, um, Malistrad is an archdevil, the infernal sage who inspires mortals to seek knowledge hidden by the church. And he's an old man. He represented as an old man bound by stout iron chains to a ponderous book of lore. Um, the demon lord. There are other demon lords besides Yannicus and the one that Annabelle had visions of, Elias the Butcher. For example, there is Ozoga, the one who slithers, who's represented as a monstrous snake or worm whose mouth is lined with venom dripping fangs, and they inspire mortals to spread illness and disease. In terms of the elder evils, you have previously heard of the elder scholar, the light of the darkness. What you have not heard of before is the hunger of the void, also known as the cosmic mistake, which is a monstrous spider-like thing associated with senseless violence and ceaseless propagation. There are other fae, there are other archfae. Perhaps the Lord of the Winter Court, King Cerberon, who emboldens mortals to join the wild hunt against those who have offended the fae. There are others, but you have this information. So that you can make choices in the future of what sorts of things you would like to pursue.
Just a quick question. Could you say the name of who I saw in a vision again?
Aleus. Aleus. Sometimes known as the Butcher.
Okay.
And as a reminder, this is a hulking beast with a horned, animalistic head who inspires mortals to wantonly shed the blood of their fellows.
Ooh, okay, got it.
And you see him in your dreams sometimes when, as noted, when you and your fellows lose control.
Got it. Okay. Fuck. Woohoo.
We're fine. This is fine.
And again, at the bottom of each of these stone slabs are these runes that are not in any language you've ever seen.
Ambrosia's gonna make a quick sketch of those runes.
Perhaps you would like to take a rubbing of the stone slabs.
I would very much like to take the rubbing of the stone slabs.
All right, so that's going to take some time. Certainly within that time, and it's going to take you a while to do that. Delilah, your prayer of healing finishes as you prayed at this. What do they all take? What do you all take?
We already did it.
Okay,
17.
great.
They go up 17, and then I'll stand up from my knees and be like, "Oh."
Yeah, it's the way my knees feel this morning too. Annabelle, are you asked about Elias? Is this something that you're trying to research more about, or what are you doing? Is really what I'm asking.
Well, actually, now that you mention it, yeah, if well, I don't know how much I already know. If I see him pretty regularly in my dreams, I don't know how much I already know about
Yeah,
him.
and I will tell you, in this area, there aren't a lot of books. There are scrolls and these stone slabs, but not necessarily books.
Okay.
But
Uh,
Ambrosia is getting rubbings of those stone slabs so that you have, if later on you're able in some way to decipher those runes, you will have that information.
okay. And I don't recognize any of the runes either. Okay. Then I am going to go over to this door where I moved my little token to and listen to see if I hear anything on the other side at all.
Certainly. Could you give me a perception check, please?
Yes. Uh, that's a 19.
It's fairly silent. You can occasionally hear a very, very quiet grinding noise like metal on stone.
I don't like that. I'm gonna relay that to the other two. And then I will also probably, as long as I'm over here, go to the other door and take a listen.
So, two things. First of all, as you get to that door, you see there are three runes, or three, not runes, but like impressions, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not holes, but places where you can put that rune stone that Delilah found earlier fits into one of those.
Oh
Oh,
no!
I'm so sorry. I should have told you that in the remains of that cogwork librarian, you found another one of those rune stones. Similar to the one that had the Oto rune, but this one has the Ansus rune.
Ancestral.
We're gonna have to go in the grindy room, aren't we?
So you found two rune stones, each of which fit perfectly into the little recesses. That's what I'm looking for, above that door. Can you give me a perception check as you listen to that door?
That's a 10.
It's perfectly quiet. So what would you like to do?
If we're going into the grindy room, could I briefly take a short rest to rejig my warlock skills?
Absolutely.
I only have 2 slots.
So those
Poor
of you, I don't think
Delilah.
any of you have spent any hit dice. Or
Nope.
if you are not at full health, you could choose to spend the hit dice.
I'm gonna. Oh, I got 6 on the first one.
I don't know if I can't remember if Annabelle gets anything back on a short rest, but you can hit it in D&D Beyond. It'll do whatever you need to do.
No, I don't get anything back.
Clerics. Everyone knows that wizards are the best class.
I mean, they're my favorite, but I play. Well, you know what's funny? I need to actually play one now because I've been waiting. Anyway, I need to play wizard.
If Delilah dies, Delilah is the least likely one to die here, which is funny
Yeah.
because she's the old one. But like Delilah's the one that's like, death. That's for everybody else.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Yep. You take a short rest as you bind up your wounds, catch your breath. Ambrosia, you feel your connection to what you now know to be the Ardenwald kind of reestablishing itself.
Okay.
I'm so glad Delilah spent those spell slots on us to heal.
No, it's not a problem.
At the end of the hour, you would like to open that door to the south? Are you in the correct locations? I'd like you to position yourselves.
Let me see here.
Ooh.
We're opening that door directly to the south.
Yes. That's what you
I'm
told
s-
me. You don't have to. That's just what Annabelle wanted to do.
Right. My vampiric touch.
Oh,
is
and while I'm
gone.
mentioning this, I just want to thank Elven Tower for their fantastic map that I love. There's
I was
so much
gonna
to do in this
ask.
map. Yeah, this is an Elven Tower map.
Nice. He's got a little dice. They've got a little Dyson logo vibe going on. All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna stand there behind the stairs and watch these idiots open this door.
I love how he has a variety of styles
Yeah.
to fit different moods.
Yeah.
Okay. Annabelle, as you push open these heavy oaken doors, you see beyond you a room with several doors in it and a statue in the middle. Hanging on the neck of that statue is some sort of an amulet.
Do I recognize the amulet at all?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm real bad at those.
No, actually, I take it back. Give me a perception check.
Okay, I'm better at those. Well, just roll the. That's a 16.
Yeah, the amulet actually looks like sort of a miniature version of one of the gears you saw in the Cogwork Librarian.
Oh, I'm gonna just close the door and leave. Oh wait,
No,
does
it's
it
just
look
an
like it?
like a
It's just a-
necklace.
It's probably a control amulet.
Yeah.
I will go up and take the amulet.
I'd like you to roll
Oh,
initiative as
no!
you do that.
Oh,
Ah! It was shiny.
You know,
Oh fuck.
I was teaching somebody. I had a young man playing. He was like an early teens, playing D&D. His very second session, and now the word shiny has become a joke with that group because he despite every signal I could give him of don't go into this dark room by yourself that has monsters you definitely know about and everyone else is far away. He says shiny and he ran in and he got gnawed on by giant rats in Sunless Citadel.
Nice.
I
They
understand that.
God, I love Sunless Citadel.
Citadel, I love. Have y'all been able to tell that I really like Dungeon Adventures?
Well, you run them very well.
Thank you.
You do.
Yeah, so Delilah, what's your initiative?
2.
That's a cleric for you. Ambrosia.
Yeah.
That'll be a 19.
Annabelle.
Got a 14.
Very good. And actually, you know what? I can delete that because this one, unlike some of the other things, I can run directly in roll 20. It's been a minute since I've been able to do that. What I get for using all these custom monsters. This is not a custom monster. All right. So that's the order that we're going to go in. It's going to be Ambrosia followed by the Guardian.
Oh, I can't use this spell without being really nearby it, and I really don't want to move near it. I'm gonna stick with the tactic that's been working. And... Sorry, I read the chat.
Say the line, Warlock.
No! I'm gonna boot my magic eldritch powers and cast Hex as well. So,
Okay. So it
Screw
takes
you.
a hex.
takes a Hex, I'm Eldritch Blast. I mean, no, boot magic powers. Oh, no, that's a +6, 13.
Nope. AC is 17. I'll just tell you. It's just easier if I tell you. It's 17,
Okay.
17.
The second one is a 24.
That hits.
Yay. That's a 10.
Oh yeah. No, it takes 10 force damage.
Alright, my job is done. Good luck.
All right. The Guardian steps forward towards Annabelle. Annabelle, and I will note. I don't think this matters to any of you right now. But in case it does, its attacks are considered magical.
Great.
It's going to try to punch Annabelle.
Punch
This-
me?
Well, it's this big metal statue with rusted iron and spikes and so forth.
It's fine. I love a good brawl.
Yeah, it's basically going to cast fist at Annabelle. For a what am I can do this here. What am I doing?
I don't know.
15 to hit
Oh my god! Yes, that hit.
for 17 bludgeoning,
Owie.
and again a 14 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for another 17 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Are you raging?
Well, no, I mean,
yet?
not yet.
All right. Well, it is your turn now.
Okay, now I will, again, you all will see me. My ancestors are gonna pop right back up, and you can hear wolves howling in the distance, and I would like to rage.
Yeah, yeah. Do something bad to
and-
this thing now.
Let me go ahead and switch my token over.
Look at that. Look at that,
and-
y'all.
I am. Oh, would she probably no, it's okay. I am going to take a swing at this thing with my big old great axe, and I'm going to probably miss with an 11.
Yep. 17 to hit.
Cool. Hey, and then I got a 17 on the next roll.
That will hit.
Plus 7. And I am going to hit it for 15, 17 slashing damage.
It will take 8 slashing damage.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right. Delilah.
I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement at it.
Very good.
Yes. Hope to God. Okay, thank God. 19 to hit.
19 hits it.
Yes. So it's going to do half damage with strength-based weapon attacks. And until the spell ends, but then at the end of each of its turns, it can make a con save to shrug it off. So it'll at least work the first little bit there.
Okay.
So I smack it with a ray of necrotic energy, and it now does half damage with its strength-based attacks.
Okay. Which are both of its attack is strength based, so absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Very good.
That's my turn for now.
All right. We are back to Ambrosia. Ambrosia, you've got spells
I have spells.
and invocations.
Emma, my invocations, man, are mostly deception based.
Okay,
Emma,
sure.
what size are you?
Medium.
Oh, that's okay then. Are you a willing person?
I am a willing werewolf.
That is okay then. I'm going to cast Thunderstep and take you with me.
Oh gods, okay. We're going on an adventure, everyone.
Because otherwise you would have had to make a con save.
Got it.
Radio. Okay, so
Where are we going?
What does this do? Tell us about it.
okay, so you teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range. Immediately after I disappear, a thunderous boom will sound, and each creature within 10 feet must make a con saving throw, or you take 3d10 or half as much. And it can be heard up to 300 feet away, which is bad, but also YOLO.
Oh boy, howdy.
They haven't questioned this weird book place of death. They're not going to come in when they hear thunder. So it's a con 14 save.
Which it makes.
So it takes half damage, which I think for 3d10 is 1d10.
So just roll the damage and then cut it in half.
Roll the damage, cut it in half. Blah, 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 blah. 10, 7, 8, 7. So 14, 22 and half is 11, and then plus
11 thunder. That's thunder damage.
Yep, and it takes an extra 4 damage as well because of the hex. So it's 15 in total.
No, that. Yeah. You're right. Thunder. Okay, thunder. It's fine. I wasn't looking up for anything. No reason. Why you ask? It's fine. It takes 15 damage.
And I'm gonna teleport us over here. So I'm gonna go over here.
You went there and you took me with you?
Yes.
I got you.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. It kind of reels back a little bit, and then turns and clanks towards Annabelle.
Of course.
And it will. Both of these attacks will be half of whatever. 11 to hit.
That misses.
24 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 bludgeoning, and probably halved since you're raging. Do you have magical bludgeoning or just regular bludgeoning?
Just non-magical bludgeoning.
It says non-magical. This is magical bludgeoning.
Ah!
Barbarian's rage is all bludgeoning. It's all
Okay,
BPM.
all right. I was just
Okay,
asking.
then
I wasn't sure.
Then I have a question for you later then. Because of
Okay,
that.
we can talk about it later. Sure.
Okay.
Anyway, for now, you take 3 effectively bludgeoning between the ray of
Oh.
enfeeblement and your rage.
All right. I don't
and
look great.
the ray of enfeeblement. Oh, I should have put a thing on it so I remember. No, this one I'll do. What was at the end of its turn? It makes another save. Is that right?
Con save, DC 15, end of its turn.
It saves. It is no longer enfeebled. All right. We are to Annabelle. Annabelle, this thing is looking ugly right in front of you. What do you do to it?
I am gonna just keep swinging with my big old great axe, and I got a 1 on my first attack, and an 11 on the other, so I missed both.
Should always be recklessing.
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
It's built into the class. There's a reason they offer it at level 2.
Makes me nervous though, because I'm not doing great, and I don't want it to roll at advantage.
That's why you got. Speaking of, you have Delilah. Delilah, it's your turn.
Okay, folks, I am going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word at Annabelle. Oh, God. Yep. Running out of slots! That went far. You're going to heal for 7, Annabelle.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to use my action to cast Sacred Flame at the Tomb Guardian. Dex save, DC 15.
It gets a 19 on its save.
Oh, God damn. Oh, damn, and then a -1.
That's what happens when you roll a 20.
Yeah. That's my turn, except for I'm just going to nudge myself over here. And
Right.
I'm just going to, like, gesture towards Annabelle to come near me. Like, get over here.
Yeah. Make sure that the Guardian has a straight shot towards Ambrosia. Ambrosia, what is it you do on your turn?
Et tu, Delilah, et tu. I'm gonna
You could just yeet away.
I can't. I ran out of. I only have 2 slots, and I use Hex for one and Thunderstep for the other. Alrighty then. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. The first one misses because it's a 16. Second one is a 19 plus 6, so 25.
25 will hit.
2K. That's a 9 and a 5, so 14 damage
Yep.
total.
All right. The Tomb Guardian is realizing its attacks are not having a strong effect on Annabelle. Let me see something here. Oh yeah, it realizes that, and so it's going to step forward right here and try to punch Ambrosia.
Bring
A
it.
big, metallic, but still meaty 21 to hit for 13 bludgeoning,
That will hit.
and another 21 to hit for 11 bludgeoning.
Oh, that hits. I'm seeing if I have this yet. Yeah, I should be able to Misty Step away once per doopity doop.
Once per doopity doop.
Once per doopity doop, but I can't find it, and so I don't know.
Misty Escape isn't till level 6.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But you do have luck.
I do have luck. I would like to use my luck.
What does luck do for you?
I can use it to make an attack roll against me reroll.
All right.
It's actually not a reroll. What it is you roll a third additional dice, and then you choose which dice to use. That's actually how luck works.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's actually much better than a reroll.
Okay. So, okay, I'm just gonna roll one more time for it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's an 18 to hit.
I would like to take the 18. Yes, the 18 hits.
Okay.
So you can choose that 13 that he rolled. The 13.
That's
how luck works.
So I can choose the 13 damage or the 13 roll.
The 13 roll was something for the next attack.
Oh, okay. Whichever the lowest ones of these are.
But you used it for the first attack, right?
Yeah.
So you can choose to take the 11. It's fine. We're gonna say the first one misses, and you take 11 bludgeoning from the second. Don't worry about it too much. I don't want to bog down on this because we've already got time. Time is a thing.
So 11 and 6.
Okay. No, just the 11. Just take the 11. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just take the 11. Don't even worry. Okay. Annabelle, it's your turn. This thing just hit your friend very hard. What do you do?
Okay, so I am first going to swivel around over to here so that I'm closer to Delilah. And then I am going to recklessly attack with my great axe. That's a natural 20.
Crit, so roll double your dice.
Okay.
Double the amount of dice, yeah.
Oh, nice. That is 26 slashing damage.
That includes your modifier and everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it takes 13 slashing, and it's starting to look rough now.
Okay, I'm going to hit it again.
You see it kind of staggering a little bit. Some of the pieces of metal are kind of cut up.
That's a 25.
Absolutely.
To hit for 17 slashing damage.
So it's going to take 8 slashing damage.
And that's my turn.
All right. Delilah.
I'm going to use my healer's feat since we did take that short rest. I can use it on them again. You're going to heal for plus 9, 12 hit points.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then I see that Ambrosia is pretty roughed up as well. I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Sorry, we get into trouble.
You heal for 8.
Thank you.
That is my turn, folks.
Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast because I'm in pain.
You will be at disadvantage because it's right next to you.
Oh, and if I move away, it gets an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
Does it want to be my friend?
It's trying to give you hugs, sort of.
Oh, it's trying to give me murder hugs. That's fine.
Murder hugs!
Murder hugs. Oh, okay. I got a 17 and a 15. So the 15 plus 6 is 21. And then the second one will miss.
Wait, say that again?
I rolled first attack. I rolled the 15 and the 17, so I took the lower one of that.
Okay, so 15 misses.
Oh no, then plus 6 to hit, so that'd be 21.
I don't need the number on the dice. I just need the full number.
21 then. Yeah. I rolled second time, and the second time I rolled a 14. And
14 will miss.
yeah, definitely
Yeah,
miss.
give me the D10 damage for the first one.
D10 damage is 8 plus 3, so 11.
Plus your hex.
Yeah, that was plus hex.
Okay, so yeah, this thing is, it's, you can see it kind of staggering even more. There's not in the same way as the cogwork librarian, but you can see little arcs of arcane energy within it, like it's on its last legs, not as if it's about to explode. All right. On its turn, I need to roll a d6. No. Yeah, it is going to. It's going to hit Ambrosia
Uh,
for a 26 for 14 bludgeoning.
I will use my luck again, so it's my last luck point.
So that makes it re-roll. Is that right?
Does that me? Yeah, I think so.
So that's a 12.
That misses.
Very good. You're so lucky. But then it's going to make its regular second attack on you, a 23 for 8.
That will do it,
And
but
it's
at least I
just-
didn't get it. Why? Why couldn't we be friends?
I mean, Annabelle did reach up and try to take the amulet from it.
I respect that, though.
And that means that it's now Annabelle's turn. The thing has its back to you and it's wailing on your friend. What do you do?
I'm going to growl at it and hit it with my great axe.
You still reckless?
Yes, this is a 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Or fuck off, dice. For 8 slashing damage.
So it takes 4.
And then I'm gonna try and hit it. Oh, fuck off. 15. I'm assuming that doesn't hit. Okay.
No. It's got thick plate armor on it.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Delilah. It's hurting your friends. The weaker ones. The weakest of your friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a Sacred Flame on it. Dex save DC 15.
Okay. An 11. Even
Cool.
at advantage.
Has advantage. Oh, magic. Yeah.
Yep, it has magic resistance.
9 points of radiant damage.
Oh, this thing is about done. Ambrosia, can you finish it off?
I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done. Ooh.
Nope. No, actually, I am.
Come on, Ambrosia.
I'm gonna do my thing again. Okay. Oh, okay, so that's a 24 to hit, even with disadvantage.
Absolutely. Give me your D10 roll.
D10. 10.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Yes! Okay, so Ambrosia is going to... Can I see the battery?
Not really a bad. This isn't like the cog word.
Okay,
It
then
doesn't
I'm
explode or anything like that on you.
gonna reach in, so I'm against its chest with my hands, or wherever its chest piece is, and my Eldritch Blast, which up until this point, oh no, actually no, I'm not gonna do that. I have tarot cards. I gotta stick with my aesthetic. Without tarot card, going to pulsate through it, and then usually my Eldritch Blast is like this blackened tendrils, like tentacles. This time it's like a wave of black tendrils, but encased in thunder. I'm gonna go right into the center of it and just go.
And it just cracks and falls in a shambles, in a heap.
Is the amulet still on it?
Yes, it's in the heap.
I pick up the amulet and go to Annabelle. Annabelle, I got your amulet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back in that room where it came out of, just so you know, there were 3 doors, one on the east wall and 2 on the south wall.
Okay.
But other than that, you can take a moment to catch your breath and whatever.
How are you two doing?
I had to put a number on it. Just above half.
I'll use my healer's kit on Ambrosia. This is my last use of my healer's kit. Can't do math. You heal for 15.
Thank you.
Well, that's that healer's kit gone.
I mean, you're in a big city.
Oh, I know. I'm just being dramatic. And then Annabelle, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. I am. Yes. So I will look at my lovely bunch of players. I'm not finding. As I said, I'm not finding actually any undead spirits, but there's obviously plenty of clockwork protectors.
Delilah, did you?
Hmm.
No, you never went. Okay, no, never mind. You never went into that room.
Yep. Are we satisfied with what we've discovered here?
I kind of want to find the other runestone, but I know it's a bad idea.
There probably is a third runestone.
There is, but also, whatever is waiting us on the other side needs runestones to open it, so it's either really valuable or really terrible.
Okay. We can
You
keep
say
going.
that like those are two different things.
Listen, if I can sell it, it's good. If it wants to eat me, it's bad.
We can keep going, but I only have a little bit of magic left.
Yeah, I used my 2 warlock slots. I'm so glad we took that short rest.
Fucking morons.
I mean, so just so you know, unless you have a particular time pressure, which you won't always know, but you know, it's built with the assumption that you can take a short rest after each encounter, unless there's like, you know, wandering monsters or whatever, which you haven't seen any of. But that's up to you.
Can we take a brief rest?
Sure. Hour of rest, 12 seconds of fighting. Hour of rest, 12 seconds of fighting.
And you did set off that big thunderstep
Right.
that certainly would have resonated in the library.
Listen, this is a library full of weird tomes and dead things, and she said something was going to eat us down here. This is just adding to the aesthetic. I'm going to go investigate that room we found the amulet in. I'm going to walk past Annabelle and chuck her the amulet.
All right. And as you move in that room, were you just looking around?
Yeah.
Can you give me a perception check?
Alrighty then. 14.
The thing that you notice two things. Besides those doors, these oaken doors, none of which have these same little viewports like the reading rooms did. They do not have that. At the base of where that statue are some more runes like the ones on the stone slabs that you couldn't decipher.
Okay.
And that tomb guard that I mentioned, the guardian that you fought earlier a moment ago, tomb guardian, had the helmet that it wore was sort of fashioned and stylized. While you were fighting, you didn't really notice too much about it. But now that Annabelle is kind of looking at what you have defeated, notice that it's stylized as if it had long, pointy teeth, especially the fangs. Like the fangs are long, and its proportions aren't quite the same as those of a normal human. It's slightly taller and elongated.
This is fine.
Like fangs, like as in canine fangs, or like a bit more vampiric?
Why don't you give me an investigation check?
Okay. Oh, fuck me, that's a 4.
It's hard to say. I mean, the fangs are fangs, right?
Well.
Yeah, and then there's these other doors in the room that, as I noted, do not have the viewports. What would you like to do?
Can I listen?
Delilah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Anna, Ambrosia.
Oh no, I was just gonna listen outside of one.
Out in that room, it's completely silent. All right, give me a perception check.
4.
Yeah, completely silent. Delilah, what are you doing?
I'm not sure. I am going to go further into the area where we found the clockwork librarian.
Oh,
I'm gonna go in the southwesterly direction.
okay. Yeah, I'll tell you sure that Ambrosia kind of had gone around that. I was assuming and
Oh,
checked out all the repositoria for the stone slabs.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's it then.
All right. Annabelle, what are you doing?
I am probably
Oops.
I don't think there's anything particularly specific that I'm doing except taking a look at this door that has the recessed sort of runic shapes above it.
Yeah. It is a set of double doors, like the double doors that led to where you found the statue, similar to that. But but it does have the recesses for the runestones, of which you found two.
So we ran around this circular area that
Yes,
we've
correct.
investigated this.
Yep, you got all of that.
I'm just moving my pawn to look at the map myself.
That's fun. That's fun. Ambrosia, what are you doing?
If I listen outside the other 2 doors, do I hear anything?
Give me 2 perception checks.
14 and nat 20.
Um, in this door, the southwest door, you hear what sounds like a faint sobbing sound.
No.
There
No.
it is.
That's
it
where we're going to end our session today.
We found
Oh boy. I guess Quint will just come stumbling down here.
I don't know what's gonna. We'll figure that out. We may do so. Next week we will not have a regular session since 2 of you will be partying in the party city of Indianapolis at Gen Con.
it. Woo!
Um, uh, Quint asked me if we might maybe have like a mini session, like couple of side scenes or something. Maybe some flashbacks for Ambrosia. I don't know. We'll talk.
Cool.
We'll talk about it in Discord this week and figure it out. There's not going to be a regular game next week, but we might do a little something, maybe a shorter something or other. We'll see. So we're going to do a thing where we go around and people tell us what who they are, where they can be found on the internet, and what their favorite moment today was. So let us start with my let me look at the list here. My good friend Annabelle.
Hello, hi, yes, that's me, Annabelle. No, I am Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. You can find me over here at Variant Rolls a lot. And you can find me over on Tuesdays at Dice Priori for Dragon Heisters. And this week, you can find me at Gen Con. So my favorite moment from today, other than finding out how to play a barbarian of the ancestral kind,
Yeah,
I would
was
say,
wondering about that, but I thought, well, she's the one that's got to know her character, not me.
yeah, absolutely. I think that let's see. I think it would probably be the descriptions of the different tomes that we all sort of discovered in here. I think that they were not like the kind of descriptions that I was expecting, and I think that the varieties of the different kinds of sort of like that I found a tome that is manuscripts that are written on bone. Like I think that's really cool. I think those would be my favorite moment.
We could honestly spend a whole another session down here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we will, just that as far as I'm concerned, we have stuff. It's wherever you guys want to go. Val.
I'm prepared. That's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Val. I'm the Nerdy Niffler on Twitter. You can find. I have like a chilled week. It's probably like the least amount of D&D I've had in like 4 months. You can find me back here on Sunday for Gothic Brunch, and I think that's it. Oh, it's gonna be a quiet week.
I know it feels weird.
It feels real weird. My favorite moment was Delilah going behind the staircase and saying, "I'll go behind here and watch these idiots."
Not exactly what she said, but sure.
What I meant.
All right.
It was like,
Very good. In that case, hey, Matthew.
Hey, that's me. So I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I'm a D&D content creator, tabletop designer. This week, I will be at Gen Con, so if you see me, feel free to say hey. I am just as friendly in person as I am on stream. Just as delightful to be around, that kind of thing. Dice Priori will be completely dark this week because we're all going to be at Gen Con, but we'll maintain our regular schedule when we return. My favorite moment from tonight, I really enjoyed the descriptions and the names and the general, just the lore dumping. That was a lot of fun. I like this setting. I like the naming conventions. I'm really big on naming conventions, and I just enjoyed that whole aspect of today's show.
Excellent. Before I go, I forgot to do one thing at the end of our session, and that, before I go with all the wrap-up stuff, is to tick up one of the
No,
clocks.
no, they're fine.
The
They're
Light of
fine.
the Darkness ticks up 1,
Makes sense. That's fair.
and Goatbane ticks up 2.
Hey, I didn't do nothing. Except for praying to my god. Anyway.
To your god, you say?
Well, I don't know. Prayed to something.
There's some power that's answering you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm Kyle. You can find me on most places as TechnoScald. I write a blog on D&D and role-playing games, including occasionally notes and stuff from this game at technoscald.me. In fact, Friday I published the notes from the last dungeon, the one that Ambrosia wanted to buy themselves, which was fun. And eventually, not this week because we're not done with it, but eventually the notes from this dungeon will go up as well. Thanks to Elvin Cower for the map and tabletop audio for the audio, and to Jack Shear for the Krebborna setting, which I love. This is my second campaign in this setting, and hopefully the second of many. My favorite was also getting to do the lore dump on everybody, but also secondarily playtesting a monster that I whipped up last night. And I just realized I didn't use everything it could do. I take that back. This was based on another monster, and I added some stuff, and I just remember as I'm saying that it didn't do all the things that it could do. Screw me, whatever. But it happens. Y'all won, so it's fine. As noted, there's no regular Goth Brunch next week. We'll, watch on Twitter to see if there's anything else happening. Variant Roles is going to be a little bit quiet this week and next weekend because of Gen Con. Yeah, Emma, we're even there, right?
We sure are.
Yeah.
We're even there.
I had lair actions, and I forgot to do the lair actions.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that would have been fun. All right, well, I'll figure something out. And then there's no Old Myths today. I don't know if there's anything this evening on Variant Roles that I'm aware of.
I don't.
Is Ravnica happening tomorrow, Emma?
Ravnica will be happening tomorrow. Yes.
Okay, so 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, and then Wednesday there is a special. I'm just gonna say it wrong. It's like Mox Vacana or Mock Machina.
Oh, what the hell?
It's Vox Machina.
But it's not the Vox. It's like a mock, not
No,
mock like Machina. But anyway, so Samwise Gamgee is running a charity one-shot for abled gamers. You won't see me, but I'll be there because I'll be running production that evening for this game, and it's going to be a charity game to raise money. So come hang out at 5 Eastern on here on Variant Roles. Other than that, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. and we will catch you soon. Bye, folks.